Hey everybody, I'm here to tell you something that I think you should know. It is in your best interest to know this. The Miami Dade Police Department is corrupt. The Miami Dade Police Department, you know, they are involved in something that is known as the Targeted Individual Program, organized stalking and electronic harassment. You know, some people know this as organized community harassment, community oriented policing, citizens on patrol, surveillance role players, you know, gang stalking, organized group stalking. It goes by many names. So basically, these people in law enforcement, it's not just the police, by the way. I refer to this phenomenon as the Fusion Center Crime Syndicate. It's basically DHS, the FBI, the high-tech militarized police, and the private sector. I refer to them, as the Fusion Center Crime Syndicate. Because that's exactly what they are, a criminal enterprise. These people are behind a phenomenon that is known as the Targeted Individual Program, where basically at some point, somebody made a phone call and they reported you to the fusion center and your name ended up in a blacklist. Usually, the people who do this is a big fish, somebody who is, like a position of power, in a position of authority, a community leader or something. You said something that this person didn't like or something like that, and they made that phone call, and your name ended up in a blacklist. And basically, this whole thing of organized community harassment, organized stalking, it means that every single time you go out there into the general public, you're gonna be harassed in an organized fashion by civilians, all kinds of people. You're gonna be unjustly and systematically harassed, agitated, terrorized by civilians that are enlisted by the so-called authorities, by the police. They basically they sell them a false narrative. They tell these people that you're crazy, that you're delusional, that you're a threat to public safety, that you're dangerous, that you're some kind of criminal. You know, these people in law enforcement and in the intelligence community, they are professionals when it comes to character assassination. They're very good at that, at deception. So, so basically every single time you go out there into the general public, minding your own business or whatever, you're not messing with anybody, you're a peaceful person, you're a peaceful law abiding citizen, you know, 24/7, 365 days a year, you know, you're gonna have all these people, messing with you, exposing you to situational scenarios, exposing you to acts of provocation, hoping that you respond in the way that they want you to respond, so that then the police can come in and arrest you under a false narrative. They want to land you on national TV as, as a bad apple. That's what they want to discredit you. They want to destroy your good name. So yes, the Miami-Dade Police Department is involved in organized stalking and electronic harassment. You know, how do I know this? Well, I've been a targeted individual in Miami, Florida for many years, and I can tell you for sure, beyond the shadow of a doubt, that the police, they are the ones, on the local level enlisting all these perpetrators of organized community harassment. These people that are harassing targeted individuals on the street level, these people are domestic terrorists, basically. These people are criminals protected by the law. And I mean, keep in mind that this phenomenon, this whole thing of the targeted individual program, there are thousands of targeted individuals in the United States, maybe even more than a million. So, I mean, I could tell you more about this program. I'm talking about the top level. When it comes to this unacknowledged special access program, on the top level, this program is funded by the CIA. It's basically a trauma-based mind control behavioral modification program. They select you at some point. They select you. They monitor you to learn everything about you, and they start harassing you. The harassment is designed to cause a nervous breakdown in the long run. They want to destroy your mental health. They're going to expose you to negative aversive stimuli and dark neurolinguistic programming all the time, 24/7, 365 days a year. Eventually, you're only human. You're going to end up in a psychiatric institution, isolated, discredited, demonized. This is part of the program. This is a character assassination program, as I already mentioned. And then basically, I mean, this is a slow kill program. They basically killing you slow motion. So on the top level, as I mentioned, is the CIA and believe it or not, the DOD. These people are behind brain research. This is basically, if you are a targeted individual, you are a human test subject in a classified, mind control program. So I'm talking about remote neural monitoring. These people have access to very, very sophisticated technology today that, I mean, I'm not even going to go into details because most people are not going to believe me. But yeah, beyond the shadow of a doubt, I can tell you for sure that the Miami Dade Police Department is corrupt. The Miami Dade Police Department is involved in organized stalking and electronic harassment. I'm not gonna tell you that every single police officer is involved, but for sure I can tell you that they all know what's going on. I mean, it's more than obvious. You know. So yes, the police is corrupt. The so-called authorities, these people are corrupt. I mean, think about it. If a governmental institution is corrupt and immoral, involved in reprehensible behavior, you know, are they even a legitimate institution? You know, you know, if you are the police and you are corrupt, immoral, and you're trying to put people in jail under a false narrative, you're lying, you know, you are deceptive, then basically you are an illegitimate institution, as far as I know. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, the police is corrupt. The police is heavily involved in the targeted individual program.